Alright, today I'm going to be talking about 5 things you should be doing to net the most amount of money when listing your home on the market. Let's get into it. So with number 1, we got curb appeal. And so with curb appeal, this is primarily going to be for single family homes and townhomes that have their own driveway, their own yard, because most apartments or condos typically have a shared common area, and so you're not responsible for your own yard and building itself. So with townhomes and single families, the first thing a potential buyer is going to see is the house itself. They're going to see the yard, they're going to see the driveway, the sidewalk, the side of the house, pretty much just the first impression. And so what you really want to portray is having that first initial impression to be good, because if the first initial impression is well, it's looking a little rough, it could use some work, that's already a negative thing they have in their head. And so something that you want to keep in mind for first impression is landscaping. So this could be anything from just a standard lawn care, a grass cut, just some edging, mulching certain areas of the yard, de-weeding, planting some plants if it appeals to the property, doing some trimming the bushes if need be. If certain trees are very long, have long branches, do some trimming of the branches. Even power washing, you could power wash the sidewalk, make it look clean. Even your driveway, depending on what type of driveway you have, a walkway that's brick, you could do that. Even the side of your home, whether your home's made out of brick, you could power wash the brick, or just vinyl sliding, you could make that look clean as well. Those are just some very basic things that I believe that any homeowner that's looking to sell their property should be doing to have that curb appeal for that potential buyer. Now that we covered number 1, we move on to number 2, which is just having the house smell good for any open houses or showings. Because from my own experience, I've walked into a home and the first thing I smell is just either some musty smell or just some stale smell, and there's really nothing to it. And so walking into a home that smells good gives you this certain type of feeling, which makes it feel like, oh, it smells nice, feels like it might be something I could live in, and it smells like home. So that's why having the home smell good for any potential buyers is gonna definitely be a game changer. You might not actually think that smelling something could have such a big impact, but you know, as human nature, seeing, hearing, smelling, those are 3 big things that humans connect with. And so if someone walks into the property and it's smelling good, you know, their brain is automatically gonna have a positive reaction to that. So that's why I believe having a good smelling home is going to be key to selling it. Okay, so moving on to number 3, we have paint. So you can already think, paint, when do you have to use paint? So majority of the time it is going to be for the walls. And so a big thing that I advocate is either having your complete home repainted or just doing some light touch-ups, or whichever room really needs it the most. Repainting the walls are going to be super effective for a potential home buyer. They're going to walk around the home, they're going to look at every little detail of the property. And so if the paint of the walls are either scratched up, there's some marks, whatever it might be, they're going to note that down and have that thought in the back of their heads, thinking that, okay, they're going to have someone in and repaint these walls. And so you really want to avoid that, as that's going to be something they're going to note down and reflect negatively. So just having all the walls paint matched, or at least painted properly, and not having certain marks on the walls are going to be playing a big role in getting the property sold. Moving on to number 4, we have doing any minor placements to fixtures, whether that's squeaky door, getting new hinges for that, or just spraying some WD-40 on it so that it stops squeaking, replacing the door handles if those are worn out. You see a lot of scuff marks, they're difficult to turn or lock. Replace those. Maybe in the kitchen you got some cabinets that are ones that you close and they stop towards the end, and do slow close. If those stop working, maybe replace those, or replace the cabinets itself if they're squeaking. So there's several different things in your home that are minor things that you don't think that are necessarily going to play a big role, but when it comes to a potential buyer that's going to spend a lot of money onto a property, they're going to take a look at everything, they're going to get a home inspection, and so that's going to reveal on that inspection itself. And so if you're able to just spend a little bit of money and avoid that, that's going to be definitely a positive thing that buyer is going to take in effect. And lastly, with number 5, we have refinishing any dirty carpet or replacing hardwood floors. So with dirty carpets, if they're savable, definitely would suggest trying to clean them up, make them look as new as possible. With hardwood floors, depending the condition of them and what hardwood floors you have, it might be even worthwhile to to replace them if they're really beat down or whatever condition they are in. This is really gonna show the buyers that the house was well taken care of, and doing number 1 to number 5 is gonna boost your home's value. So you might think that putting all this money you're not necessarily gonna get it out, but it's really gonna let the buyer know that, okay, this home seller has taken care of this home, they're serious about selling, and potential buyer pay extra just because of these certain things that were done to the home. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notification, and we'll see each other next time. Peace.